Hello and welcome to another Arkeys video. It's the big update day. We've got a lot of new stuff. We've got VR2 coming and we've got Sophie AI, a new track, BOP update, and we've got some new cars as well. And I am going to focus very much on one particular new car, the one most people probably care the least about. But this car is my all-time favorite car. It's my dream car. I would really like to own one of these. Call me crazy, but that's how it is. This is the Citroen DS 1970. This is the facelifted version, the one with the double headlights. And listen to this bad boy. I cannot wait to try this out. So let's go on the track for a drive. We are jumping on Brands Hatch. I just have to pick any track basically. And this car is not fast at all. But I had some stuff I wanted to check out. This car is very quirky and very particular and very different in some areas. And I wanted to make sure that Polyphony got those details right. So let's get to it. First, we're going to have a look at the semi-automatic gearbox. It has a weird gear pattern. There's no clutch pedal, and as you see, we've got first gear pushing the gear lever forwards. You also use the gear lever to start the car. Then second gear, you move the lever towards you. And as we get up to speed, then you've got third gear moving the lever to the right like this. And finally, you can see it really isn't a fast car. We've got fourth gear moving the lever a bit more to the right. You could also have this with a standard 4 or 5 on the tree, just like other cars from that period. But let's test it out. The car in the game also has the semi-automatic gearbox. First gear, second gear towards you, third gear to the right, and fourth gear to the right as well. So that's a pass. We've got that one right. We are moving on to the next test. Due to the way both the suspension is set up and the fact that the suspension and the brakes are driven by the same system, the car doesn't nosedive during braking. You can see, even though this was an SM and this is a CX, it's more like the entire car squats down instead during braking. So I am curious if Polyphony got that right too. We've got a good run down the straight, slamming on the brakes, and it seems like the car stays fairly level. So I think that's a pass as well. And we are moving on to test number 3, swiveling headlights. This car debuted in 1955, but in 67 it got a facelift, got, amongst other things, new headlights, and the new thing was that the headlights could move with the front wheels, so you could look around corners when driving on twisty roads in the dark. And I was curious if they got it. When I was in the car turning the steering wheel, I got disappointed, but then I looked at the replay and I saw that it actually had the swiveling headlights. They are just not turned on, but they are there, so that's a pass as well. Moving on to test number 4, just the overall handling and the way the suspension behaves. As you can see, this car has crazy body lean going through corners and during abrupt maneuvering. And I was curious if that was the case. When you take it to a dirt track, it certainly helps on that realistic feel. Still feels like the suspension doesn't have the same amount of travel as it has in real life, and it makes some weird crashes somewhere when you drive, for example, on a rally track like this. But I really think it looks awesome and in a way just right. So I think it is a pass as well. And now test number 5, the parking brake. The parking brake in all hydro-pneumatic Citroens all the way up to the C5 operates the front wheels, because the rear wheels has to be able to move freely when you use the height adjustment. So this means this car is not able to do a handbrake turn. It will just brake in a straight line. If you pull a handbrake just like... Wait a minute. This is not right.
Okay. Okay. Disappointed! Son of a bitch!
So apart from that rather embarrassing mistake by Polyphony, it is great to see this weird old car featured in the game, and it's great to see that they've got almost all the details just right. I'm going to have some fun with this car. I'm not sure really what to do with it, but I am going to have some fun, and I hope you guys will check it out as well. And that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.